So I apologize if it came off as that I'm not excited about this. I'm still excited. I'm just going to be doing some wardrobe changes.
The engagement ring of the century might just be in the making, and it's got more drama, sparkle, and secret symbolism than the season finale of Gossip Girl. Rumor has it Taylor Swift's engagement ring from NFL heartthrob Travis Kelce won't be just another diamond. It'll be a full-blown narrative. Think mystery, meaning, and maybe even some Easter eggs so subtle you'll need a magnifying glass and a decoder ring to crack the code. But honestly, are we even surprised? This is Taylor we're talking about. The woman who wore a tiny T charm on her thigh at the Grammys and rocked an 87 necklace at the Super Bowl like it was a family crest. So no, this ring isn't just going to sparkle. It's going to speak. Insiders are buzzing. Vintage-inspired design, dazzling brilliance, and personal touches only real Swifties will recognize. Maybe there's an engraving tucked underneath, maybe a hidden moon or star, maybe it lights up when her next album drops. Would it be shocking? Not in the slightest. Taylor layers her jewelry the way she layers song lyrics, with detail and intention. So her engagement ring? It might just pass as another piece in her collection, blending in while totally standing out. And the color red? Let's not ignore the obvious. Not only is it one of her most iconic eras, it's also the color of Travis's team, the Kansas City Chiefs. She's been painting the stadiums red all season, so don't be shocked if a ruby sneaks into that setting. Gold? Obviously. Diamonds? Of course. But fans are placing bets on something with a story, a gem tied to a lyric, a secret, a chapter in her book of clues. Speaking of surprise chapters, Swifties might want to keep an eye on Kansas City and their TikTok feeds this weekend. Word on the street is Taylor might be up to her old tricks, pulling a stealthy, sparkle-clad appearance at the Big Slick charity event like a high-heeled magician. No official confirmation, of course, because when does Taylor ever take the obvious route? She's all about the Beyoncé-style surprise drop. Blink and you miss it. Let's rewind. Travis has been living the off-season dream in Boca Raton. Protein shakes, palm trees, and a $20 million mansion that probably has its own zip code. And yes, Taylor's been spotted right there with him, being adorable and supportive over dinners in West Palm Beach, like the world's most glamorous halftime show. But now that Travis is back in KC for preseason, the tea is piping hot. With Big Slick coming up, and names like Paul Rudd, Jason Sudeikis, and Rob Riggle on the guest list, there's buzz that Taylor might just pull an "it's me" moment and crash the party. She's not listed anywhere official, but has that ever stopped her before? One surprise appearance, and the entire internet will black out. Picture her showing up on stage next to Travis and Mahomes? Instant meltdown. Especially if she brings her signature Easter egg game. One blink and you'll miss it moment and fans will be dissecting it like it's the Zapruder film. And just when they think they've recovered, boom. She reappears, this time strutting into a New York hotspot like Via Carota, unannounced, serving Met Gala-level drama on a Tuesday. And yes, that happened. Taylor was spotted looking like she walked out of a storybook, rocking a floral spaghetti-strap dress that might have been sewn by enchanted birds, stilettos sharp enough to crush egos, and a slick ponytail that screamed, "I'm not here to play." The restaurant? Lost its collective mind. One fan looked like she saw a ghost, a glamorous, Grammy-winning ghost with flawless skin and high-end accessories. She literally craned her neck like she'd seen a UFO, then turned to her friend like, "Did you see that too, or am I hallucinating?" Another diner slapped a hand over her mouth like she'd just seen the second coming. And honestly, it did feel that dramatic. Swifties online lost it, not over a single note of music, but over how perfectly relatable that fan's reaction was. One update account called her the voice of the fandom, and they weren't wrong. It was pure, unfiltered, oh my god it's her energy. Naturally, the fashion breakdown hit the internet within seconds. The gold drop chain on her belt matching her necklace? Iconic. The whole look? Clean, chic, lethal. One fan nailed it, she's not just serving dinner, she's serving looks. Another simply screamed, "She looks gorgeous, like always." Someone else said what we were all thinking, Taylor just sat down to eat and somehow made everyone else feel like background actors in a music video. And now? Fans are bracing for what comes next. There's a new theory floating around that she might even make a cameo on Dancing with the Stars season 34. Yep. Swifties are spiraling. Imagine her moonwalking and during a paso doble, tossing a wink to the camera. And boom. Internet equals vaporized. Why the chaos? It all started when pro dancer Jenna Johnson casually dropped Jason Kelce's name into the DWTS rumor pool. She said he's got that perfect don't take it too seriously vibe, exactly the kind of chaotic good energy the show thrives on. And in true Taylor fashion, if she is involved in some way,
you'll never see it coming. Sure.
Here's a rewritten version that keeps the same length, energy, and flow, while tightening the structure and making it even more engaging, which could mean one thing: shirtless Samba. And since Jason just so happens to be big brother to a certain tight end who's famously dating the pop queen of our time, fans instantly connected the dots like a glitter-covered conspiracy board. Now Swifties are convinced. If Jason steps onto that dance floor, Taylor will be front and center, clapping, giggling, and maybe even out-dramatizing Bruno Tonioli himself. They are so sure of it, some fans are already screenshotting fake seating charts and zooming in like it's CSI, Swiftie edition. Honestly? Valid. Let's not forget, Dancing with the Stars already rolled out the red carpet for Taylor last season with a whole era's night. And Mandy Moore, no, not that one from This Is Us, the other one who choreographs emotional backbends, was brought in to judge. Taylor couldn't make it in person back then. She was busy melting faces off in Brazil, but she did send a pre-taped message looking like she was one glitter particle away from teleporting straight onto the stage. Fast forward to now, she's not on tour this fall, and fans are convinced it's finally go time. With Alex Earle and Robert Irwin already locked in for season 34, adding Taylor to the audience feels like exactly the kind of glitterbomb chaos the show lives for. But make no mistake, the Kelce brothers are playing a much bigger game than just dancing or dating pop royalty. Travis and Jason have officially leveled up from NFL stars to full-on team owners.
Yep. You heard that right.
They just bought a pro football team in Missouri. These two didn't just dip a toe into management. They went full send and bought the St. Joseph Goats, an indoor football squad in the Arena League. And no, this isn't some backyard rec league. These goats are tied to NFL legend Christian Okoye, a Chiefs icon from back in the day. And if that wasn't wild enough, let's remember, the brothers already co-own Garage Beer, the No Frills brew brand.
So now?
They've gone from pouring cold ones to calling the shots from the front office. Garage Beer hyped the move like only they could, calling it bold, a little confusing, and totally fueled by the same crisp, chaotic energy as their beer. Translation: expect touchdown-level fun and a fair share of "wait, what are they doing now?" moments.
But hey, that's the Kelce brand.
Travis, still catching passes at 35, teased retirement after the Chiefs' Super Bowl loss earlier this year, but clearly decided he's not done just yet.
Probably because he's got a growing side empire to manage.
Between football, acting gigs, TV hosting, and dating the biggest pop star on the planet, hanging up the cleats would just create a scheduling conflict. Meanwhile, Jason has actually retired, leaving the Eagles behind and diving headfirst into broadcasting with analyst roles and his own late-night chat show. And let's not forget, back in 2023, Travis was part of that insane $211 million investment in an Alpine Formula One team with other sports icons like Patrick Mahomes and Rory McIlroy.
So this whole team ownership twist?
Yeah, it's just the next chapter in the Kelce business saga. Garage Beer even teased this week that they are in the very advanced stages of acquiring a big-time stake in a pro team, so it's no shock the brothers jumped at the chance to merge their football fame with business firepower. From touchdown celebrations to boardroom negotiations, these guys aren't just playing the game anymore, they are owning it. And that's all for now, folks.